Welcome back everybody to my channel. I am Megan, and well, I asked you guys on my Instagram, so if you're not following me, make sure that you're following me over there, because that is where I asked, what did you guys want to see today? For a video. And you guys wanted to see a fall bucket list idea. So granted, this is a fall bucket list, not just Halloween. And, as you know, I am a kind of spooky all year round kind of person, but so this is more for the general, everybody else. I've got my list over here. It's not so pretty because I can't find my bullet journal, so it's just kind of like a makeshift list over here. And again, if you're not following me over on Instagram, where I ask these questions and all the behind the scenes basically, make sure you are, because you also would have seen the live stream that I was on with Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn yesterday on her Instagram. So make sure you guys are over there. So with that being said, if you want to see a fall bucket list, just keep watching. My goal is to make a video that goes along with every single one of these, but if it doesn't, it might not. Let's start off with some making things. These are really basic. I feel like these are quintessential fall things that we all need to do. First one would be make a pie, like a seasonal pie. You guys, apple, pumpkin, just make a seasonal pie. There's something so delicious about a fresh made pie. And if you can't get fresh organic ingredients, sure, just get whatever you can, but make yourself, sorry, I got the camera at a different angle today, so arm gestures gotta be make yourself a pie of some sort. I want to do an apple pie. I do apple crumbles all the time, but you guys should know by now, I'm a kitchen witch, so I'm always in the kitchen baking something, if not all the things. Next, make yourself some chili. We're not all into sweet things. Let's do some savory. Make some chili. I love chili. I make it all the time. Normally, I use my own tomatoes, tomato sauce, ketchup, that I make during the summer, that I can myself. I'm not asking you to go and do it, all of that, but make yourself a delicious harvest chili, or just any kind of chili. I've done it with, normal hamburger. I've done it with organic hamburger from the farmer's market. I've done it with a beef, an impossible beef, and nobody knows the difference when I do a vegan version of my chili recipe, which is just perfect for a meatless Monday, sort of dinner. All right, another food and drink thing, get some hot cider, or some mulled cider. I love hot cider. I love hot mulled cider. Being in New England, as you all should know by now, New England witch, I love going to cider presses, or going up to Vermont, which is that way, so if I point, that's north, that way, to Vermont to check out, some of the apple orchards up there, and getting hot cider or fresh cider, because it just is all the fall vibes. And if you want to, I don't really drink, but if you want to deviate off of that, it could be a hard cider. That seems pretty fall. Or you could do a mulled wine, because you could use the same spices for an apple cider, a mulled apple cider, as you do a mulled wine. So why not? Those are all, I feel very cozy, kitchen witchy things. Oh, there's a third or fourth, I guess. This would be a fourth thing, right? Cider donuts, or pumpkin donuts. I actually ate some this morning. I love cider donuts. I mean, if you guys are going to Rhinebeck, if you're here from my knitting content, then there's cider donuts, there you can we get ours from Atkins, which is a kind of co-op-y grocery store that's local, and they are just everything. But those are there year round. You guys can't see my arm gestures because of this angle. I've also got an oversized sweater. I did not knit this one. So let's get into some activities. I mean, I guess baking and food is, we're here for more than just that. Let's do a corn maze. Get yourself into a corn maze. I mean, I feel go to a corn maze, whether it's a haunted corn maze, walking through a corn maze. I feel maybe it's just because I live in a relatively rural area, I have the ability to, I mean, I guess we could tangent off of this idea and doing like a hayride, but I feel like those are very fall things. And I don't know if it's just because I am in a rural area where I have all of these organic farms and sites, like all of these things near me that I have easy access to, but I think these are very, very, very much like fall things you need to do. Go to a corn maze. It is so fun. If you've got a family, super fun. If you're, I know our local corn maze just came out with like a Friday night like beer festival, like not beer festival, blah. So you can drink like craft beer and go through the corn maze because, I don't know, this could be a really good idea. It's gonna be a really great idea in so many bad ways. But also, like, off of that, I feel like other places, they'll have a hayride of some sort. That's super, like, I've grown up with hayrides. We've done hayrides around farms that we used to have. Hayrides are a quintessential, in my opinion, part of fall and autumn. So, corn maze, hayride, I guess they kind of go, I feel like the locations can overlap depending on where you go or where you are. All right, the next thing on the list would be going to a pumpkin patch, picking your own pumpkins, getting, you know, again, I live in an area where I have the ability to go and do this all the time, but let's just say you don't. I feel like grocery stores have really cute fall setups. So you could go to like a grocery store and get kind of the same vibe if you don't have the ability or the funds to drive yourself to an area that's an actual pumpkin patch. There is always a way. Find yourself a pumpkin patch. Very fall, also Halloween. We can tangent off of that and say, carve a pumpkin, you know? Doesn't have to be scary, it could be anything. And then so similar to that, there would be go to an apple orchard because we can get cider. I know at our apple where we go, you can get cider. I get my apples to make my pies. I probably should have put this earlier. It's so fun. And I know a lot of you already on Instagram have showed off that you have done this first thing on my list. And it's one of those things you can do earlier in the season. And it's just so fun. We always just get so much. I make applesauce too, guys. It's not on my list, but if you have an abundance of apples, you can always make applesauce. It's super easy, guys. So easy. It's one of like the first things I ever learned how to can and process. But you guys don't have to in any way can applesauce. Back on my stuff. Just a thing you can do with apples because apples are very harvesty. You know, if you're not into pumpkin, we're gonna go into the apple cider flavors. Next on our list would be have a cozy movie night. All right, so there are so many different ways we can break off from this. Let's see, you could theme it. So that would be a themed charcuterie board, like, guys, that's right up my alley. You could do themed drinks, even if it's for yourself and like your roommate, your partner, even with your kids. I make everything, when we do something themed, we make all of those themed for the babes too, the small goblins. Have a movie night, take it as far as you want, or just take it as far as making a bowl of popcorn and sitting and snuggling, but have a movie night. I have a couple planned in my head. I will probably film those. I want to do a practical magic themed movie night. Also, Lev and I have both of us have adult onesies, so those will definitely have to come out for a cozy movie night. So I feel like this might be out there, but I just love this as a fall bucket list idea. Buy yourself some new stationery. And when I mean stationery, I mean buy yourself a new notebook. I mean, this is the one I'm doing all my Vlogtober stuff in. I had another one over here that was like a brown leather one. I just feel like that's so cozy and fall, like whether to journal in, to write lists in, to draw in. I just feel like buying yourself a new like journal or notebook or sketch pad, whatever it is, make it beautiful. And I just feel like that's super fall. I don't know. It's our spooky black cat. We're in spooky season. Say hello, Tesla. No, oh, right.
I want a pet.
Say hello, Tesla. So my last thing on a fall bucket list is go to, I know these aren't all the same things, but bear with me, they kind of fit into the same category. Go to an artist fair, a flea market, a crafts fair, or you know, like a farmer's market, and support some local businesses. Like, I love supporting local businesses, but there's nothing, in my opinion, that is more fun than having that chilly crisp air and shopping outside. I don't know, I feel like there's something in the air about, you know, maybe it has to do with being close to the fall, the autumn equinox, being that the veil is so thin to those things that are old and the things in the past that have departed this world. But going to like a flea market, it just, finding some antiques, finding that perfect spooky decor, pumpkin, skeleton man, you know, but that's everyday things. But you know, going to one of those things, there's a lot of them around this time of year, and I love them, and I feel like that should be on your bucket list because, you know, I'm a foodie. There are so many great foods that you can get that are like pre-prepared at a farmer's market. Like, I love getting some like good pot pies or shepherd pies, and they're just, you know, a lot of soups. It's soup weather, not only pumpkin spice weather and apple cider, it is soup weather. Get yourself some soup, you know, support those other people, and you know, so what if you go and you buy box store decorations? Doesn't matter to me if that's what your budget calls for, but I personally feel like the littlest thing that I can do is support local makers and local artists. It's like rooted in me. It feels like the best thing to do. That would be everything that I feel like you should do for my fall bucket list. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining us for Vlogtober yet again, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another video, whether it is a vlog or a sit-down video like this one. And make sure that you like and subscribe, because also don't forget to like share this with everybody, because if you like it, please let other people know, because I don't know what's up with these algorithms, but apparently the only way that I can get any growth or, you know, anything, it seems like when other people share and that you found me, because I don't know how to do it. Hashtags, I am just like a goblin and just put as many as I possibly can, and apparently that's not what it works. So that would be that, guys. Thank you for taking your time to watch this. I'm always grateful that you do, and until next time, stay spooky. Bye-bye.